Wonderful. On the occasion of Christmas, Ha Thanh introduces to you 10 famous dishes. 1. Roast turkey cuisine 1064 short feed 1064 2. Honey glazed ham cuisine 1065 short feed 1065 3. Bûche de Noel, Yule log, cuisine 1066 short feed 1064. Christmas pudding, plum pudding, cuisine 1067 short feed 1067. 5. Mashed potatoes cuisine 1068 short feed 1068. 6. Roasted vegetables cuisine 1069 short feed 1069 7. Gingerbread cookies cuisine 1070 short feed 1078. Eggnog cuisine 1071 short feed 1071. 9. Dinner rolls, yeast bread, cuisine 1072 short feed 1072. 10. Cranberry sauce cuisine 1073 short feed 1073. Let's get started with Ha Thanh.
Wonderful! On the occasion of Christmas, Ha Thanh introduces to you 10 famous dishes. 1. Roast turkey. Introduction. The symbolic centerpiece of Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner in the West, it is typically roasted whole with crispy skin and often served with cranberry sauce. Ingredients preparation. Whole turkey, 1 approx. 5 to 6 kilograms. Unsalted butter, 200 grams for basting, rubbing. Yellow lemon, 2. Onion, 1 large celery, 2 stalks. Rosemary, thyme, sage fresh leaves, seasoning, salt, brown pepper, garlic powder, chili powder, paprika. Step-by-step instructions. Clean the turkey, pat the skin completely dry both inside and out. Mix the softened butter with all the seasonings, minced rosemary, and thyme. Gently lift the skin over the breasts and thighs and rub the seasoned butter underneath. Rub the remaining butter all over the exterior skin. Stuff the cavity with the lemons, onion, and celery. Tie the legs together with butcher's twine. Place the turkey in a roasting pan and bake at 160 degrees Celsius. Cover the breast with foil for the first 30 minutes to prevent burning. Roast for about 3 to 4 hours depending on size, basting with the pan juices or stock every 45 minutes to keep it moist. Use a thermometer. The turkey is done when the thigh temperature reaches 80 degrees Celsius. Presentation and serving. Place the turkey on a large platter. Garnish with roasted vegetables, fresh rosemary sprigs, and fresh cranberries. Slice and serve with gravy. Notes: patting the turkey completely dry is crucial for crispy skin. Internal temperature must be checked for food safety. Please continue to view the second dish. Next up is the second dish for Christmas. 2. Honey glazed ham. Introduction. A popular Christmas dish, especially in the US, consisting of a cured ham bake and coated with a sweet and savory glaze, often made from honey, brown sugar, or pineapple. Ingredients preparation. Pre-smoked ham bone-in or boneless, 1 approx. 3 to 5 kilograms. Honey, 150 milliliters. Brown sugar, 100 grams. Orange juice, 100 milliliters. Whole cloves, 15 to 20 pieces for garnish and flavor. Seasoning, Dijon mustard. Step-by-step instructions. Score the ham fat layer in a diamond pattern using a sharp knife. Insert a whole clove into the center of each diamond. Mix honey, brown sugar, Dijon mustard, and orange juice to create the glaze. Place the ham in a roasting pan and bake at 170 degrees Celsius. After about 1 hour, or when internal temperature reaches 50 degrees Celsius, begin brushing the ham with the glaze mixture. Continue baking and basting every 15 minutes until the ham is cooked. Internal temperature reaches 65 degrees Celsius and the surface is beautifully caramelized. Presentation and serving. Let the ham rest for 15 minutes before slicing. Serve in thin slices, accompanied by mashed potatoes or salad. Notes: apply the glaze primarily during the final stages of baking to prevent the sugar from burning and turning bitter. Please continue to view the third dish. Next up is the third dish for Christmas. 3. Bûche de Noel log. Introduction. A traditional French dessert, this sponge cake roll is designed to look like a wood log, symbolizing the Yule log burned during winter festivities. Ingredients preparation: eggs for separated yolks and whites. All-purpose flour, 60 grams, cocoa powder, 20 grams, granulated sugar, 100 grams for the cake, 200 grams for the buttercream, unsalted butter, 250 grams for the buttercream, dark chocolate, 100 grams melted for the buttercream, water, seasoning, vanilla extract for the cake, salt a pinch. Step-by-step instructions. Cake. Whip egg whites with sugar until stiff peaks form. Gently fold in egg yolks, sieve flour, and cocoa powder. Pour the mixture into a thin rectangular pan and bake at 180 degrees Celsius for about 12 minutes. Buttercream, cream butter with sugar, then gradually add melted chocolate and vanilla, whipping until smooth. Rolling, spread a thin layer of buttercream over the baked cake sheet, then carefully roll it up tightly. Decorating, frost the entire exterior with the remaining chocolate buttercream. Use a fork to create bark-like texture lines. Cut a diagonal piece from the end and position it offset to resemble a branch. Presentation and serving, dust with powdered sugar to look like snow. Decorate with meringue mushrooms, fresh mint leaves, or cranberries. Notes, roll the cake while it is still slightly warm to prevent cracking. Ensure the butter is at room temperature for a smooth buttercream. Please see the fourth dish next. Next up is the fourth dish for Christmas. For Christmas pudding plum pudding introduction, a classic English steamed dessert made with dried fruit, spices, and often soaked in alcohol, traditionally prepared weeks or months in advance. Ingredients preparation: mix dried fruit raisins, prunes, cherries, 500 g, breadcrumbs fine, 100 g, all-purpose flour, 100 g, eggs, 2, strong alcohol brandy, rum, 150 milliliters for soaking, suet beef fat, vegetable shortening, 100 g, seasoning, ground cinnamon, ground ginger, nutmeg, brown sugar. Step-by-step instructions: soak the dried fruit in strong alcohol for at least 12 hours. Mix all dry ingredients, flour, breadcrumbs, spices, brown sugar, and suet. Add the eggs and the alcohol-soaked fruit, mixing until a thick batter is formed. Pour the mixture into a butter pudding basin, cover tightly with parchment paper and foil. Steam boil, simmer the pudding for about 6 to 8 hours. Once cooled, store it. Re-steam for 2 hours before serving. Presentation and serving. Turn the pudding onto a platter. Pour warm brandy over the top and flambe light on fire before guests. Serve with brandy butter sauce or custard. Notes: the pudding requires a long steaming time and should be stored properly to allow the flavors to deepen. Cover the basin tightly to prevent water from entering. Please see the fifth dish next. Next up is the fifth dish for Christmas. 5. Mashed potatoes introduction, an essential side dish that provides a creamy, comforting element to balance the rich meats of the Christmas meal. Ingredients preparation: potatoes, starch variety, 1 kilogram unsalted butter, 100 grams heavy cream or whole milk, 100 milliliters seasoning, salt, ground pepper, garlic powder, dry thyme. Step-by-step instructions. Peel the potatoes and cut them into even pieces. Boil them in salted water until fork tender, about 15 to 20 minutes. Drain the potatoes completely, mash the potatoes immediately while hot using a ricer or masher. Gradually incorporate the softened butter and warmed cream, milk, whipping or mixing until the mixture is smooth and fluffy, seasoned to taste. Presentation and serving: scoop the mashed potatoes into a deep serving bowl, swirl the top with a spoon. Drizzle with hot gravy and sprinkle with chopped chives or parsley. Notes: do not overmix or use a food processor, as this releases too much starch and makes the potatoes gluey or sticky. Please see the sixth dish next. Next up is the sixth dish for Christmas. 6. Roasted vegetables. Introduction provides color, freshness, and necessary fiber to the holiday spread, typically featuring root vegetables suitable for winter. Ingredients preparation: carrots, 300 grams, baby potatoes or regular potatoes, 300 grams, Brussels sprouts optional or broccoli, 200 grams, shallots, 5 to 6 bulbs. Olive oil, 50 milliliters, seasoning, sea salt, ground black pepper, fresh rosemary, fresh thyme, minced garlic. Step-by-step instructions: wash and chop the vegetables into bite-sized, even pieces. Have the Brussels sprouts. Toss the vegetables thoroughly with olive oil and all seasonings, ensuring they are coated with a thin layer. Spread the vegetables in a single layer on a baking sheet. Do not overcrowd for even crisping. Roast at 200 degrees Celsius for about 30 to 40 minutes, flipping halfway through until tender and golden brown. Presentation and serving: arrange the roasted vegetables around the roast turkey or glazed ham. Notes: roast at a high temperature to achieve a crispy exterior while keeping the inside tender. Please see the seventh dish next. Next up is the seventh dish for Christmas. 7. Gingerbread cookies introduction, a signature holiday cookie with a warm, spicy flavor profile of ginger and cinnamon, often cut into figures gingerbread men or used to decorate gingerbread houses. Ingredients preparation: all-purpose flour, 300 grams, unsalted butter, 100 grams, brown sugar, 1 OOG, molasses or honey, 80 grams, egg, 1, seasoning, ground ginger, ground cinnamon, ground clove, nutmeg, baking soda, step-by-step instructions, cream the softened butter and brown sugar until light and fluffy. Mix in the molasses and egg, sift and whisk the dry ingredients, flour, baking soda, spices, and gradually add them to the wet mixture, mixing until a cohesive dough forms. Wrap the dough tightly and chill in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour. Roll the dough out to about 5 millimeters thickness and cut using Christmas-themed cutters gingerbread man treat. Bake at 175 degrees Celsius for about 8 to 10 minutes depending on thickness. Presentation and serving. Decorate with royal icing made from egg white and powdered sugar to draw eyes, buttons, or other festive details. Notes: chilling the dough is essential to prevent the cookies from spreading and losing their shape during baking. Please see the 8th recipe below. Next up is the 8th recipe for Christmas. 8. Eggnog introduction, a rich, sweet, and comforting beverage traditionally made with milk, cream, eggs, sugar, and often spiked with alcohol, a classic winter drink. Ingredients: preparation, egg yolks, 4, granulated sugar, 100 grams, whole milk, 500 milliliters, heavy cream, 250 milliliters, strong alcohol brandy, rum, or bourbon, 150 milliliters optional. Seasoning: ground nutmeg, vanilla extract. Step-by-step instructions: whisk the egg yolks and sugar until they turn pale yellow and creamy. Gently heat the whole milk with a pinch of nutmeg, but do not let it boil. Slowly pour the warm milk into the egg mixture while whisking constantly to temper the eggs. Pour the mixture back into the saucepan, heat gently, and stir until the mixture thickens slightly around 80 degrees Celsius. Strain the mixture to remove any cooked egg bits. Stir in the heavy cream and vanilla, chill completely. Once cold, stir in the strong alcohol if using. Presentation and serving: pour into glasses. Dust with extra ground nutmeg or a cinnamon stick. Serve cold or slightly warm. Notes: it is vital to pour the hot milk slowly while continuously whisking to prevent the eggs from curdling, making scrambled eggs. Please see the 9th recipe below. Next up is the 9th recipe for Christmas. 9. Dinner rolls yeast bread introduction. Soft, fluffy yeast rolls served warm, perfect for soaking up gravy and accompanying the main dishes. Ingredients: preparation: all-purpose flour, 500 grams, whole milk, 250 milliliters warmed. Dry yeast, 10 grams, unsalted butter, 50 grams softened. Egg, 1, seasoning, sugar, salt. Step-by-step instructions: activate the yeast, mix yeast with a little sugar and warm milk. Let stand for 5 to 10 minutes until foamy. Mix flour, sugar, salt, egg, and the yeast mixture, knead until the dough comes together. Incorporate the softened butter and continue kneading until the dough is elastic and no longer sticky, about 10 to 15 minutes. First proofing: cover the dough and let it rise in a warm place until doubled in size, about 1 to 1.5 hours. Divide the dough into small portions, approx. 50 grams, roll, shape into rounds, and place them on a baking sheet. Second proofing for 30 minutes. Bake at 180 degrees Celsius for about 15 to 20 minutes until golden brown. Presentation and serving: the rolls are typically presented in a cloth-lined basket, served with softened butter or used to dip in gravy. Notes: the milk must not be too hot, below 45 degrees Celsius, to avoid killing the yeast. Please see the 10th recipe next. Next up is the 10th recipe for Christmas. 10. Cranberry sauce. Introduction: a tart and sweet relish with a vibrant red color, providing a necessary contrast to the richness of roasted meats. Ingredients: preparation: fresh cranberries, 300 grams, fresh orange juice, 150 milliliters, sugar, 150 grams, adjust to taste. Orange zest finely grated, 1 teaspoon. Seasoning: none needed. Step-by-step instructions: combine cranberries, sugar, orange juice, and orange zest in a small saucepan. Bring the mixture to a boil, then reduce heat and simmer. While simmering, the cranberries will burst and release pectin, which helps thicken the mixture. Continue simmering for about 10 to 15 minutes until the sauce reaches the desired consistency. Remove from heat and let the sauce cool completely. The sauce will thicken further as it cools. Presentation and serving. Place the sauce in a small serving bowl, garnished with a few slices of fresh orange or a sprig of rosemary. Serve chilled, accompanying the turkey or ham. Notes: do not overcook, as they will become too firm. Use fresh orange juice for the best flavor. 10 dishes for Christmas are complete. Quite tiring, but very fun. Let's enjoy them. Let's eat!